The automotive industry is constantly innovating. Good designs and bad ones come and go. Sadly, some bad ones still remain. I haven't done a top 5 list in a while, so buckle up. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but this varies a lot between vehicles. Original rubber floor mats that just don't want to stay still. In the passenger footwells, it's at most mildly inconvenient, but for the driver it can be straight out dangerous. It's especially bad if your car has an accelerator pedal that goes all the way to the floor, so the mat just keeps getting in the way. That actually happened quite a few times on my Accord. You can, of course, apply some anti-slide bits, but in my experience, those only prolong the inevitable. Luckily, my current car has some fasteners, so they stay perfectly in place. My last 2 cars have been wagons, and I simply love the practicality. I'm not going to replace my current car too soon, but I still like to see what's out there. When Mercedes announced a wagon version of the critically acclaimed electric CLA, I was quite excited. So I looked into it and it all seemed pretty great. Until I saw the rear opening. Some manufacturers have clearly lost the plot when it comes to wagons. What's the point of a wagon if the rear seats don't fall flat and you have to lift heavy items over a huge loading lip? The rear opening of a wagon should reach the floor. Otherwise it's simply not practical. It was the same with the MG5 wagon. Are there even any good electric station wagons out there? Ones that don't have the footprint of a truck, mind you. Please let me know in the comments. Yes, indicators. Yet again. This isn't about driving behaviors though. This is about design. So many times you have to look super hard to even see the front indicators of certain car models because they just blend in with the headlights. The first one that comes to mind is the Mark IV Volkswagen Golf. And I'm pretty sure most of my bad experiences have been with Volkswagen Group cars from this era. The Mark V separated the turn signals from the headlights a little bit more, and I noticed recently that the Mark VI actually turns off the headlight when you indicate. Improvement in the automotive world. Who would have thought? There are of course other makes and models that are guilty of this, but it is luckily a disappearing problem with LED headlights becoming more common. New Volkswagens and Audis actually have among the clearest indicators I have seen today. Then again, some manufacturers have decided to make their rear indicator lights as tiny as possible, like some Teslas and newer Toyotas. If you're driving behind a new Corolla wagon and they are braking and indicating at the same time, the indicator is very hard to see. Also, special mention to these cars that have constantly illuminated amber lights in the front, like some BMWs. Amber is a turn signal color, so keep it out of the parking lights. If they're passing obstacles like trees or light posts, it can even create illusion of flashing indicator lights. When I see an amber light in the front of a car, I expect the car to turn. This kind of ambiguity simply ruins traffic flow. Touchscreen controls are almost universally hated, and for good reason. Especially Volkswagen's ID range has gotten heavily criticized for removing all physical controls and integrating the even most basic functions into touchscreens. Funnily enough, they have quite recently come out with ads for the new ID Polo, where they proudly announced that they've come to their senses and are bringing buttons back. That's one way of putting a positive spin on screwing something up and getting chewed up by the media, just to take a step back and remove these amazing innovations. This is a broader topic, so I have split it into a few subtopics. Buckle up. I think the worst one I have encountered is a malfunctioning automatic seat heater in an old van without AC. Nothing like extra heat for your behind in an already hot environment. Another thing I'm slightly irritated about is the rear wiper turning itself on when reversing in some Hondas. My Accord actually burnt out the rear wiper motor when trying to clear a frozen back window one too many times, and I suspect it's only a matter of time before it happens to my Civic as well. Yes, it only happens if the front wipers are on, but I will probably never get used to this feature. Some cars also have automatic mirror heaters, but luckily I have never encountered a malfunctioning one. Still, it isn't too big of a hassle to just turn them on manually. So, please, leave it up to me. Some latest generator Sprinter vans also have automatic high beam control, but that's luckily easy to just turn off, because honestly, it's shit. You're way better off controlling the high beams yourself. I have heard that other manufacturers have nailed this though. People like to complain about modern automatic start-stop systems, but I don't have a problem with it. On most cars, you can turn it off, and if you have a manual transmission it won't even engage unless you put the car in neutral. I tried driving a new Vito van for work recently, and it has the worst driver assist system I have ever encountered. Jerky lane assist and unwarranted warnings about supposedly releasing the steering wheel while I'm still holding on to it. Which, by the way, also stops the Bluetooth media playback, so I have to restart it every time this happens. Oh, and also traffic sign recognition, which recognizes the speed limits about 90% of the time. But not always. And it comes with an audible speed limit warning that you have to turn off every time you start the car. Drivability otherwise is great though. I suppose that's enough for this time. Nothing like a good rant, am I right? Until the next time. This is a broader topic, so I have arranged it into a few. This is a broader topic, so I have split it into. This is a broader topic, so I have split it into a few